cutie pies. I am Lanikia, and you are watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is the Young and the Restless edition. All right, guys, let's get into it. Today is Tuesday, September the 26th, 2023. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to have to give this one a 7. It was really solid. I enjoyed it. All right, let's get started. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We start off with Victoria and Nikki. She is just like, Victoria's still upset, but she said, I'm going to go in, I'm going to do my job, I'm going to work, I'm going to support dad, but I think he's making a mistake, removing me, and he's overworking himself. And she feels like, he's not thinking wisely about this. Nikki says she feels the same way, but she is going to support Victor in whatever decision he makes, and she expects Victoria to do the same. Victoria says, "What do I have to do to convince you that he's not making great decisions?" And Nikki was pretty much like, "Yeah, like there is no convincing her. Um, she's going to support Victor. No, she's just going to support Victor. So it is what it is." Um, of course, we know Victoria is upset because she wanted to run Newman Enterprises, and so it's a blow. One, it's a blow to her ego to not be able to do it, and one, it's a blow to her ego to not be able to do it. And then she wants her position back. That's the bottom line. She wants her position back. So we move on from that to Victor being with Nate. Victor is with Nate, and he sits down. Nate comes in to check on him to see, how you settling in. You look good behind the desk. Nate's brown nosing. But Victor talks to him, and then they start talking about um Adam, and how Adam is going to come back from the bottom up. And Nate says, "Are you sure you can trust him?" And he says, he's going to see, but what he wants is for Nate to be Adam's friend, to keep a watch on him, to make sure, that Adam is changing the way he says he would change. Nate says, "I don't know about that. Adam and I've had some run-ins because I let him know that I wasn't happy with what he did to Audra." And Victor says, "Yeah, but I think y'all can get past that, and this is what I need you to do." And of course, Nate agrees to do it because he wants to be on Victor's good side. So then we see that Victoria and Nikki come in. Now, Victoria and Nikki did talk about Nick, how they wish Nick would come back to the company because Victoria feels like he could be an ally for her. I said, "Girl, not the brother you kicked out of the company, but okay, okay, child." She says she feels like he can be an ally for her. So she wants him to come back home to, help her at the company and help her with Victor. And she also thinks he would see what she sees, that Victor is taking too much on. So, anyways, when they come in, Victor lets Victoria know that, you know, he did a press release, and they're going to be announcing Adam starting from the bottom, and they're also going to be announcing Nikki's role in the company now, just all the updates that's happening to the company. And so that she was like, "Okay, well, thank you for letting me know this, Daddy," and everything. And so then we see that excuse me. So then we see that, she just tells him she doesn't agree with him letting Adam back in the company, and he says, "Well, nobody's position is safe. Remember that." And Nikki was like, "I'm going to my office." And Nate asked Victoria how does she feel about that, and she was like, "That's nothing I haven't heard before. Daddy always says that kind of stuff, so like that's nothing." And he tells her about what Victor wants from him, and she said, "Actually, I think it's pretty good because we all know Adams is up to something. So I think it's a smart move to have you become his friend and try to figure out what Adam is up to." I said, "Now, if Adam trusts Nate, I would be shocked. I honestly would. I would be shocked if he trusted Nate with any of this information, because clearly Adam is up to something. We don't know what, but it's something." Anyways, y'all, moving right along, we see that Nick is back in town. Sally's sitting over here thinking about Adam, because he did it on purpose. He transferred that energy right on to her. So she up here thinking about Adam and stuff. And then Nick comes in, and they do what they do. And he was like, "Whoo, like, you were happy to miss me." I said, "No, she had to convince herself she still wanted you, sir." But anyways, Adam, Nick is just telling her, everything going on with the family. He says his dad called him and told him he's taking the reins back to Newman Enterprise, and she said, "Whoa, that had to be a blow for Victoria." He said, "He sure it is, and that's probably why she's been blowing him up." And she asked him, "Are you gonna go back to the company?" He said, "No, I don't want to deal with that." He said, and she said, "I don't know if I believe that, Nick, because you love your family and you hate when it's chaos." And he says, "But I don't have to deal with that at Sharon's company, so I don't know if I want to go back or not." I say stay away. I say stay away, and don't come back if you're gonna leave against her. That's it. That's it, y'all. If you don't want to deal with it, stop coming back to it. But anyways, he says he's sure Victoria has been reaching out to him because she wants him um to be on her side and everything, but he really doesn't want to get involved in it. And then she tells him she did have run-ins with Adam, and he says he's sincere about wanting to change. Nick says, "I don't know if I believe him." He says he loves chaos, and she says, "Oh, believe me, I know she does, because Adam got her feelings all over the place right now." But he said at the end of the day, he doesn't trust Adam, so he'll see if he's being sincere, but deep down he knows Adam is making a play at something and he just doesn't trust it. And he does end up calling Victoria, and Victoria's like, "Where have you been? Let's meet. Like, I need to talk to you." He already know what this is about. So let's move on from that. So then we go to who else was on the show today, y'all? Because I think I pretty much wrapped. Oh, baby, I forgot about Lily and Devon them because they just threw them in like extra or something. But Lily and Devon were on the show as well, and they're trying to figure out who this investor is. They had Jill dial in, so they're trying to figure out who this investor is with the company. And Jill says, "Well, let me talk to Victor, because I can't believe he did this. He's probably sitting over there happy, knowing he's making her sweat and whatever." So she gets on the phone with Victor, and she's like, "Well, what you doing?" And he says, "You should have came to me in the first place instead of sending Lily over to interrogate me." I said, "What? Victor, you was mad about that?" I don't know, child. Anyways, um, he tells Jill is asking him, "Who is the investor?" He said, "I can't tell you that." She said, "Oh, you showing more loyalty to them than you're showing to me?" Oh, okay then. Okay, bet. And he was just like, "When it's the time is right, the investor will show themselves, and it's you'll be all right." And she was like, "Okay, Victor, bye." Cause she don't have time for him. She Victor full of it. But anyways, that's it with them, y'all. So then we go over here to Adam and Jack. Cause Adam was meeting with Jack because he trying to figure out the information Adam has on Tucker, because he could use that information. And Adam is like, "Well, what can you give me?" And Jack, he says money. Adam said, "I don't need money." He says, a job. Adam says, "I don't want to work for Jabot. I didn't do well last time." And so he says, "Well, why don't you just give it to me out of you say you try to change. I've been solid with you. Why don't you just give it to me, just being a real one for it?" And Adam says, "No, I've never been like, I'm trying to be good, but there's And so, they Adam Jack starts telling him, "Well, tell me about your whole transformation thing." And so he starts telling him everything, and Jack is happy for him. He was like, "This is good, Adam. I hope you're sincere and it really works, but this is you're on the right path." So then Tracy hits Jack up, and she's like, "Come home now." And so he's like, "Oh my gosh, something's going on." So then he gets home, and what ends up happening, before he leaves and goes home, he tells Adam, what's it gonna be? You gonna give me the information or not? And Adam said, "Okay, I can give you the information, but how about it'll be an I owe you one?" And Jack said, "Well, I feel like I'm making a deal with the devil." And he said, "Listen, like, you want to do this or not?" And Jack said, "All right, I'm gonna do it because I need this information." Adam said, "Check your inbox in a little bit." And I said, "All right, well, we're gonna see what's gonna happen here." So then we see that all you gonna do is tick Tucker off more. To be quite honest with you, that's all y'all gonna end up doing. But we gonna see y'all. So then Jack ends up going home, and he was like, "Tracy, what's going on?" And she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to worry you, but you'll love what the surprise, and he was like, "What?" I thought it was gonna be Allie, child. I forgot Mamie was coming back, and that's who it is. And Jack is like, Mamie, and so that's it, y'all. That's all I have for you today. That was what happened on the soaps, The Young and the Restless edition. Now I am looking forward to the whole see how this all plays out with Adam, because he's clearly up to something. I said he is putting his ducks in a row. Jack, you right. I would have told Adam you could keep that information, because I could already tell this ain't gonna be no good. It's not gonna be any good. Something gonna end up happening, but we'll see, child. We will see. But that's all I have for you today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you tomorrow for another episode of What Happened on the Soaps, The Young and the Restless edition. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.